Papillion Landing is now holding in-person fitness activities, whether in exercise class, yoga, cycling, and water aerobics. But for people who can't get out or are still distancing during the pandemic, the city's Recreation Department offers a virtual rec center featuring physical activities.
We hope to keep the community engaged. We're here to serve them.
Papillion Landing shut down because of the COVID-19 pandemic and recently opened with restrictions. Still, many people aren't venturing out for things like in-person fitness classes.
We want them to know we are thinking about them. We miss them. As you can kind of see from around us, the building's empty. It's quiet, there's an echo. It's not what we like to see every day, but we want to keep the community engaged and we want to know them to know we're thinking about them.
Despite the shut-in aspect of the pandemic, Michaela says the recreation staff wants people to know they are not alone.
Even if they can't be here, they are here in spirit. Like we hope that we're there with them in spirit as they're doing a workout from home. We hope that they're having fun and that we're kind of keeping that sanity for them while they're stuck at home.
Now that the virtual rec center is here, it's not going anywhere.
We're going to keep the virtual center going even after we start to get back to a normal routine, but that virtual aspect is going to, it needs to be there. So we've got our 55 plus community, our Masters Club. There, once we start opening the doors back up, it's going to be a transitional period. We're not going to be able to have everybody come in and fill the center right away. We've got social distancing we still have to keep in mind, as well as gathering limitations. And we have our higher risk community where they're immune compromised or they need to be careful of the size of groups that they're going around. So we're going to keep that virtual center so that they still feel active and engaged, but we're going to then add it to. It's going to become like a bonus feature of being a community member. So it'll always be there, but I don't think it's going to take away from anything.
Teamwork came up with the virtual rec center idea, and Michaela is all about teamwork and input from others.
Suggestions kind of helps. It's not just me who's putting together this page. It's not just Susan, as I mentioned earlier, where we kind of came up with the idea together. It's everybody. It's our field house. So it's Nate and Alexis. It's Lori. She's helping with it, and Tim and Doug. So all names within the Recreation Department that people are probably familiar with. And if we get outside community input for stuff, we're going to take that and we're going to look at it as well.
There's been some ideas from residents, and Michaela says she not only welcomes that, but that the staff is looking into some of those suggestions.
We've gotten some questions for adding some Zumba classes and things along those lines. With that, it's a little bit more difficult because of licensing through Zumba. So we're trying to think outside the box. Susan's trying to come up with something that's Zumba-like, but it's not going to interfere with the licensing to make sure that we don't infringe on anything that's going to prevent us from teaching Zumba classes in the future. We've also thought of doing outdoor stuff, but that's going to be in the future and once kind of social distancing and the limitations are lifted a little bit.
Thanks for watching. For Papillion Now, I'm Tori Pantaleon.